Just so you know, misunderstandings exist in every kind of relationship, and they are rampant. In your personal life and in your professional life, as you interact with people, there are routine misunderstandings that take place. This happens because while people do coexist in the same environments, while people do see, hear, and feel things that are happening in these environments, the way that people perceive what is happening will vary. That means that even though you may be in the same place at the same time with other people, you're all having somewhat different experiences. As you all logically respond to the experiences that you're having, you will notice that you all have different responses. Different thoughts, different feelings, different words, and different actions. While it's easy to assume that everyone should agree with your idea of what is happening, it's useful to know that everyone will have different ideas, different assumptions, and different beliefs about what is happening. As a result, it is very easy to have misunderstandings with the people around you. And I'll use a few examples to explain this. In the first scenario, Jack and Peter work together at the same company. Jack is Peter's manager. Throughout most of Jack's early career, he struggled to get people to see him as intelligent and capable. People did not trust him with important duties, and almost no one believed that Jack would be a capable leader. This eroded Jack's confidence, but still, he was determined to prove himself, and he did. He eventually became a manager, and he vowed to appreciate the capabilities of other people so that no one would have to feel undervalued the way that he used to feel undervalued. When Peter joined Jack's team, Jack appreciated Peter's diligence and reliability. Right from the beginning, to show Peter that his work was very much appreciated, Jack assigned Peter all of the most challenging tasks, and he set aggressive deadlines because he wanted Peter to have a clear track record of quality and expedient results. This is Jack's way of grooming Peter for future leadership roles that he believes Peter deserves. Peter, however, doesn't see it this way. Peter notices that Jack has singled him out. He notices that Jack works him harder than anyone else, and Peter does not appreciate the fact that he's working hard without any additional benefits or any additional compensation. He's grown more frustrated each day, feeling less and less appreciated by his manager, who in reality appreciates him more than any other employee. Peter finally approaches Jack to complain about how he's being treated. He's angry, and it's obvious in his body language, his tone of voice, and in his words. Jack now feels attacked by the employee that he's been most proud of. He feels attacked by the person that he's been trying to help, and he grows angry as Peter complains about unfair treatment. Even as Jack tries to explain that he's only trying to help Peter, the message does not come across to Peter, a person who has had a series of life experiences that left him feeling used and unappreciated. Peter can recall the endless times that people expected him to do the work that seemed hard and unrewarding. Peter can recall the endless times that he would do things for people and not even receive thanks for his efforts. He absolutely does not see how Jack has been trying to help him by giving him more work. This means that a misunderstanding has occurred between two good people. Their prior life experiences led them to interpret the same thing so differently. Extra work, more responsibility, and aggressive deadlines. Jack saw this as an opportunity, and Peter saw this as harassment. Jack yearned for people to validate his talents by giving him more work and responsibilities. Meanwhile, Peter yearned for people to stop using him. He wanted people to stop assuming that he would do all of the work that no one else wanted. Jack and Peter have such different ideas about what it means to be given extra work, but they don't realize this because they haven't had each other's life experiences. This misunderstanding stands to ruin what could be otherwise a great working relationship and an amazing career opportunity for Peter. But it doesn't have to ruin anything. Jack and Peter can solve this by using amazing relationship strategy. If they can pause their argument and agree to cool off before continuing their conversation, they can do a lot of good. During that cooling period, they should first appreciate themselves for who they are and for all that they've become. Both of them are feeling unappreciated, and although it does feel good when other people appreciate them, they should know that self-appreciation is always what they should rely on, because other people will not always have the perspective or the energy to show appreciation. Furthermore, usually other people are trying to show appreciation in whatever way they know how. Very often, although other people are trying to show that they appreciate us, we human beings just do not realize that, and we falsely assume that we are not appreciated. Self-appreciation is the thing that will help Jack and Peter resolve their anger. Self-appreciation will help them feel better, and when they feel better, they will be ready to consider what they want and what that outcome would be like and feel like. Jack would realize that what he wants is a good working relationship with Peter, a man he admires and wants to help. If they had a good working relationship, they would feel good about the work that they're getting done, and Jack would feel good knowing that he's helping a deserving employee get promoted. Meanwhile, Peter would realize that what he wants is fair treatment. He'd realize that what he wants is for people to appreciate him. He wants to know that people value the work that he does, and he wants people to ask, not assume, that he will do all of the work that no one else wants. If this were to happen, Peter would feel appreciated at work, and he would enjoy the work that he was doing. And after cooling off and thinking about what they really want, Jack and Peter should resume their discussion. If they can stay focused on the outcomes that they want, they can salvage their working relationship, and Peter may even still have an opportunity for a promotion. In spite of their misunderstanding, both Jack and Peter actually want very similar things. They want to be appreciated. They want to feel good about the work that they're doing. As the leader, Jack should begin the conversation by expressing his appreciation for Peter. He should let Peter know that he sees potential and only has the best of intentions for Peter's professional future. He should explain his reasoning for offering Peter extra work, and then he should ask if Peter's even interested in a path to a career advancement. And he should listen to what Peter has to say for the purpose of learning more about where Peter is coming from. Peter should explain that he just wants to know that he's appreciated. He should explain that he wants to feel that he's being treated fairly. And Peter as well should listen to what Jack has to say about fair treatment for the purpose of learning more about where Jack is coming from. As they listen to each other, it'll become obvious that they want the same thing, appreciation, and they'll find it easy to appreciate each other, and they'll have the working relationship that they want. This clears the misunderstanding, and Peter can decide whether or not he wants to be on a path to a promotion. Without cooling off, without thinking about what they want and what that would feel like, without listening to each other for the purpose of learning more about each other, this misunderstanding could lead to a hostile work environment. But as the misunderstanding is cleared, instead the work environment is uplifting. I'll offer one more example about misunderstandings. Laura has historically been very shy and reserved. She's been so humble, and actually that humility has been to her detriment. She finds it easy to see how other people are valuable and important, but at the same time, she's not been aware of her own value and importance. This has led her to be very secretive about who she is and what she thinks. As Laura begins to see how her shyness is holding her back, she sets out on a self-empowerment journey. She wants to be confident and outgoing. She wants to feel great about herself, and she wants to be open about who she really is. As she makes progress, the signs of her self-confidence begin to show. Her body language and tone of voice are confident. The way that she dresses is now turning heads, and she's starting to see and appreciate the fact that she knows how to get the things that she wants. Laura has made a great deal of progress, but she still has a ways to go. Still, she has moments of shyness here and there, and while it's wonderful that she's made progress, there is a misunderstanding that occurs during the times when she's not feeling stable in her confident demeanor. When Laura is feeling self-confident, people notice that and they're drawn to her. She can tell that people are appreciating her, and she enjoys the new relationships that she forms. With that said, there are times when she does not feel self-confident, and while her appearance and outcomes imply that she is self-confident, her body language and actions are implying something else. When people are drawn to her and they approach her, they do so in hopes to connect with her. They do so in hopes that she will appreciate them in the way that they are appreciating her. But during those times when Laura is not feeling self-confident, she either cannot tell that people are appreciating her, or she believes that she will say or do something that destroys their appreciation of her. As Laura suddenly becomes reserved, as she is suddenly unable to maintain eye contact, as she is suddenly so uncomfortable when someone approaches her, her body language and actions imply that she does not like the person who is approaching her. Even though she may really admire this person, her fear that she will be rejected acts as a wall between her and this person that she really does want to meet. As people see this, they may not know what to think about Laura. She might seem weird, or she might seem aloof. The idea that Laura might be feeling shy or insecure never crosses anyone's mind because she's usually so self-confident. This is a misunderstanding that occurs often. Laura wants nothing more than to meet new and exciting people, but the people that she wants to meet don't know that she likes them because her shyness around them prevents her from being open to them. As Laura begins to pick up on the fact that people do not understand her, she feels less and less self-confident, and this exaggerates the situation. But Laura can resolve this by using amazing relationship strategy. The resolution is simple. She just has to return to her existing practice of appreciating herself. As she examines her own value, as she appreciates the people and things that are already in her life, she will relax and her self-confidence will return. With the return of her self-confidence, she'll be open to and eager to meet those new and exciting people that she once felt shy around. And when she's steady in her self-confidence, those interactions will go well. There are so many misunderstandings that take place between people on a daily basis, and it would take me a very long time to describe each misunderstanding that I've picked up on in the last 25 years of learning about people. The most useful thing I can say is this: if you're noticing that any of your interactions with people are not going as well as you want them to go, do know that there is a very high probability that you're having some kind of misunderstanding. The solution is always amazing relationship strategy. At the root of these misunderstandings is the unmet needs of people. As your needs are going unmet, your ability to connect with people is hindered. But you can meet your own needs, and as you meet your own needs, all of them, you'll be able to connect with and understand people on an enhanced level. Appreciate yourself and appreciate your qualities. Appreciate the people in your life and appreciate the things that you have. When you fully appreciate, your needs will be met and your misunderstandings will be minimized. The greatest misunderstanding of all is the idea that a person does not like you or want to interact with you. The desire for love and connection is at the root of what everybody wants. As a person's needs go further and further unmet, a metaphorical wall goes up in front of them, and this is further fortified. This wall is further fortified each time their needs go unmet. And the same is true of you. When this happens, your misunderstandings will increase. But if you'll just meet your own needs, you will take down your own wall, and you'll have a powerful ability to go around another person's metaphorical wall. When you meet your own needs, the self-confidence and the joy that you feel is so powerful that you can have a meaningful connection with anybody, even those who have built the toughest of metaphorical walls. Go easy on people when your interactions are not what you want them to be. When someone seems unfriendly or mean, just go easy. Take a cooling period and use that time to appreciate what's going well in your life in the present. When you feel great again, you'll naturally be able to consider the qualities of this person who you likely have been misunderstanding and who has likely been misunderstanding you. This knowledge about misunderstandings is useful because when you remember this, you can use this to salvage or create new and exciting connections, even with the people that may seem distant at first. Sending good vibes.